and gentlemen, welcome to violence.
In 1965, sexploitation director and former glamour photographer Russ Meyer decided to cash in on the success of his previous film, Motorpsycho, by making a similar film that replaced the three villainous leading men with the voluptuous women people came to his movies to see. The result is an exploitation film that not only delivers the sex and violence that sold the movie, but a surprisingly solid low-budget action thriller. Hello and welcome to Enchanted Essays. Today I'm reviewing the 1965 film Faster Pussycat Kill Kill. The film stars Tura Satana, Haji and Laurie Williams as three sadistic thrill-seeking go-go dancers who love driving their fast cars. After killing a fellow driving enthusiast during a fight, the three girls take his innocent young girlfriend, played by Susan Bernard, hostage. Whilst they work out what to do with her, they hear of a miserly old man who lives nearby with his two sons on a nearby ranch, who hoarded the compensation money he got when he was crippled by a train accident. They plan on seducing him and his son so that they can get to his loot. But little do they know that this bitter and twisted old man and his brawny, feeble-minded son have plans for them of their own. Whilst I was expecting this film to be fun, I honestly wasn't expecting to consider this exploitation movie with a budget of only $45,000, which is about $400,000 today, to really impress me all that much. The film is still campy and the close-ups of the characters driving are clearly cars being shaken whilst a fan blows in their faces, but the script is surprisingly good, with distinguishable characters and snappy dialogue. Of course, the film has a lot of things that were pretty salacious for the time, most notably the outfits and the implied lesbian subplots, as well as some innuendo-heavy lines, most of which are of course included in the trailer.
You got two of everything, and some left over. You did want. You wanted big. Breast or thigh, darling?
Why don't you take one of each, son? They both look tender. He's got a big motor to feed.
We all know I love cheesy innuendo. I'm a James Bond fan. As for the characters, they're well written and performed. I was glad to see three different and sometimes conflicting personalities of the three leading ladies were established early on, letting us know that the writer had put thought into this exploitation film. There are genuinely tense and unexpected moments in this film, and the characters are infectious to watch. These go-go dancers are lovably vile and watchable. The title song played at the beginning and the end of this film is catchy, and I thought the rest of the score was pretty good too. I love the opening monologue about female violence that really helps set the campy/salacious tone as it taps into society's fear of socially liberated women. By sticking to one location for most of the film, its low-budget nature doesn't stand out too much. Obviously, I imagine most exploitation films don't stand up as well today, as you can pretty much see everything online for free these days, so the whole gimmick of going to see scantily clad women no longer has much of an appeal. Whilst the film still delivers with its exploitation elements, it also stands the test of time as an enjoyable, simple thriller. If you're a fan of exploitation films or the 60s, then I think there's a lot for you to enjoy here. It's a very enjoyable film that is surprisingly engaging despite its small budget and relatively simple plot. It's easy to see why this film has become a cult classic, most notably becoming a favourite of John Waters, Quentin Tarantino and Roger Ebert. I think those who would find this film off-putting are probably those who would find the cheapness too distracting. I personally had no trouble with the scantily clad women in this. Again, I'm a Bond fan. But I know this will be a major turn-off for some people.
You have an obsession with women's breasts, is that fair?
I wouldn't say it's an obsession, but I care for them a great deal.
I spent more time wondering how I could find their outfits more than anything. The three main women of this film are go-go dancers driven by achieving pleasure by any means possible, so it makes perfect sense that they would dress like this. I only really get irritated when provocative outfits don't suit the characters or they are totally impractical for their occupation. It can really take me out of a film, but here it works. It makes sense for this film to sexualise characters who sexualise themselves, whilst their young hostage is sexualised by the movie because the film's characters see her the same way. Again, the male gaze makes sense here. Let me know in the comments below if you've seen Faster Pussycat Kill Kill and what 60s cult classics you'd like to see me review. If this video gets 20 likes, I'll review another Russ Meyer film. I'm already planning on reviewing another low-budget go-go dancer drama, The Girl in the Gold Boots, so be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to see me post that. I've already reviewed quite a few weird and wacky 60s films. If you want to watch me discuss another great horny 60s movie, you can watch my review of the sinfully good 1967 British comedy film Bedazzled right here. See you soon!